What is up, everybody? This is your boy Rob, back with another episode of From My Experience Podcast. This is a solo one tonight. Everybody was kind of busy. We kind of got a schedule worked out, so we should be back on track next week so you can hear everyone's wonderful voices. So, it's just me. So if you don't like the solo shows, or if you don't like me, or you don't like the sound of my voice, thank you, because you already clicked on it and played it, and I got credit. No, I'm just playing. Hopefully you're gonna get something from this. Just gonna go over some personal things and some words of encouragement. So tune in and enjoy. So originally I was gonna have Alex and Biff in on this one, and we were just gonna talk about things that we bring to the table as far as dating, something we've been struggling with and how we've been able to overcome it, or what we're doing to overcome it. And what else did I have on here? I had something stupid. Offset and Cardi B. I'm not talking about them. Absolutely not. Oh, I just did, didn't I? They're engaged. Alright, so let's start with, I'm gonna start with challenges, because that'll kind of lead into what you bring to the table. So, what have I been struggling with lately? Well, my issue is, and I probably mentioned this in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I work for myself now. So, I have my own business. So, I set hours, I set goals, and my work output directly impacts my income. If I bust my ass at work and do what I'm supposed to do, I make good money. If I don't, I don't. If I decide to go on vacation or play or not go to work, it all has an effect. What I challenge you all to do, and what I'm challenging myself to do, is to break my old mentality, change my mentality. You know, as a business owner, you get to break the ceiling a lot quicker. I think mentally there's been a block set for not just me, but a lot of people. When you're used to a salary and someone telling you when you get paid and how much and when it increases, you kind of build your life around that amount. Whether it's, $3,000 a month or $4,000 a month, that's it. You learn to live off of that, and you kind of find your comfort zone, and whatever is extra, you kind of save or whatever. So with what I was making before, when I was working for the state, I kind of, unfortunately, it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess kind of put a damper on what I was thinking. Looking at what I wanted to accomplish and achieve in life, I had to work 2 and 3 jobs because I'm like, this ain't enough money. And I knew I was worth more, but because of what I was getting paid, I had a, $2,000, $2,500 mentality. Like, this is it. This is going to be it for a while. All right, what can I do with this? Now that I have this freedom to control my income, I got to break that mindset. I got to break the mindset of, okay, I'm only going to make this much. I mean, it's limitless. Really. I mean, realistically for me, it would take a lot of work. I can make $7-8 grand a month. But what I have to start doing, and what you all have to start doing, if you're going through this like I am, is realizing that you can break through. And not just realizing you can break through, but break through. Do it. Get out there and do it. It's a realistic possibility. It's not far-fetched. And it's not too much. Because you deserve. I have to keep telling myself, you deserve this. Think about what you want to do, where you want to be, who you want to be with, and what you want to be able to provide for your family. And bong, that right there is it. For me, looking at what I want to do and, who I want to be with and the stuff I want to be able to provide for them, that's enough motivation for me to get my ass up and get it, especially since I don't have that cap anymore. There's not a cap. There's nothing that says, hey, you're going to make this much this year and that's it. It's not there. So I have to get in my mind that, 40,000 is a good year. No, 80,000 needs to be a good year. 100,000 needs to be a good year. But what's helping with that is small success. On average, I make more a month than I used to. So now kind of mentally, I'm used to that amount. And I'm like, if it feels this good, knowing I can go in the store, buy whatever I want. If the homies want to get up and travel somewhere, I can go. If I want to go see my mama up the road, I can go. Like and I'm talking about when I say I can go, it's not the, what I like to call a nervous vacation. You know how you penny pinch and you do something just to do it because you like, man, I ain't done nothing in a year or two. Let me go do this. But the whole time you on that vacation, you worried about how you gonna put that money back? Nah, this ain't that. This is a whole nother level. This is a lifestyle change. This is I'm setting a new norm for myself. And that is a beautiful thing. That is something that I've been striving for. It is how I want the rest of my life to be. I want my life to be free. I want to have financial freedom. I want to be able to say, my line brother called me the other day and was basically like, you did it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He was like, man, I see your motivational posts on Instagram and stuff like that. It's like, you did it, man. Like, you out here living life. You giving people advice. I mean, he was cracking jokes, but he was right. I'm in a new space. And what I have to do is make sure that I stay in this new space and continue to increase. It doesn't stop. When I hit that $60,000 or $70,000, I can't say to myself, all right, that's it. This is the new norm. Nah, I'm going to change my norm whenever I can. And I challenge you to do the same thing. So how I overcome that? 1, I pray. 2, I go to work and I put my best foot forward and I count the potential income. You got to look at, okay, where am I putting my time, effort, and energy? If my focus is increasing my income, are the activities I'm conducting myself in income generating or revenue generating? Or if they're not, then I'm doing something wrong, or maybe income really isn't my focus. So those are the kind of things I got to think about. I got to look at where I spend my time and who I spend my time with, and where I spend my money and put my money. I got some money put away. But another thing that'll motivate you is this. Set a bank account goal. Set a bank account goal. I don't know where y'all starting at. Hell, set one at 1,000. And then once you hit 1,000, set the next one at 2,500. And once you hit 2,500, set the next one at 5 G's. And you know what you do? I do something that I've never been able to do until I change my mindset. I look at my bank account and I relax. Now, I'm not rich. So, stick up kids, leave me alone. I'm definitely not rich. But as far as sustained income and really just financially, I'm a lot more steady and stable than I've ever been. If an emergency pops up, I don't have to call anybody. If my car, God forbid, that happened already. My car got jacked up. I didn't want to, but I was able to go right in my bank account and take care of it myself. When, I'm dating somebody, when I wanted to take her out or go see her, I was able to do it. And not just, not saying you got to spend a ton of money for stuff like that, but I was like, I want to do something really fun, really extra. I was able to do it. And I was able to do it worry-free because I'm still able to, and this is just my comfort, still able to look at my bank account and be like, And some people may look at my bank account and be like, bro, what? You got a long way to go. Maybe. But guess what? This is one step. It's one step. It's a far step from what it used to be. It used to be, oh my God, I don't know how I'm going to eat tomorrow. That's what it used to be. But it's no longer there. It's a whole nother level now. And I'm thankful and I'm glad. I'm thankful and I'm glad. So I say to you on that note, figure it out. What challenge are you going through? There's a solution to it. Pull on a friend. Me, I pulled on my mentor. And I had to take my own experience and really, thank God. Like I just look around at the stuff I'm able to do. Like the stuff it's the little stuff, man. Like for real, like sometimes you got to just take a look at the little things in your life. And just that right there lets you know you headed in the right direction. When you look at the little things that you couldn't even do before, you know what I'm saying? Like when you literally are on E and you gotta borrow money to get gas, or when your friends go out and y'all go out for drinks, you only take a 20 or you might take $40, and you know that, with the exception of club entry, that's all you can spend. Versus, I can fill up my gas tank whenever I feel like it or whenever I need to. Or if I go out with my friends and I drop 200, it's not a problem. That's pocket change. Those are the small things that I look at and say, thank you, God, for changing my situation. Because that's different. That's different, man. Actually enjoying life. Actually going out and not having to think about your job or overtime or where that next dollar is going to come from. That is a feeling you want to have much sooner than later. You don't want to just get that feeling when you 50. You're going to miss out. Now, I'm not saying when you young or younger, you got to do everything or try to do everything right now. Nah, you can't do everything right now. You got to work. But I feel like you should reward yourself, as my boy Russell Stewart says. Shout out to American Financial Group. You got to reward yourself. You don't want to work to pay bills and then die. When you get paid, treat yourself. Don't go overboard, but treat yourself. And you want to be able to enjoy it. Like you don't want to get paid and then treat yourself to like a steak dinner with the fully loaded fries and a top shelf adult beverage, and then the next week regret it because now you can't pay your cell phone bill or whatever bill you might have. No, you want to be able to treat yourself and look forward to the next time you treat yourself versus having to question how you going to treat yourself next time. Meaning, shoot, I went overboard last time, maybe I can't buy a steak dinner this time. No, man, that's your money that you work for. You should be able to enjoy it. Now, here's the ugly truth when it comes to that. Yes, my situation changed a bit. And again, I'm not rich by any stretch. But what I will say to y'all is you got to step outside your comfort zone. I went from a 9 to 5 with benefits and steady pay to none of that. I mean, college degree, not using none of that. Had to go back to school, get training to do what I do now. And it was scary. But not scary in the sense of I'm scared to do it because the decision was made. Once I started doing it part-time and started seeing those checks and realized how much I enjoyed it beyond the checks, the decision was made. I guess the scary part was being afraid of failing at it and having to go back. Because I would have had to go back to those same people who raised their eyebrows when I told them I was leaving and the ones who doubted me. Not that I'm trying to prove anything to anybody else, because this is my life. I don't care if you're not happy with my life. I need to be happy with my life because it's mine. Ooh, I'm going to charge y'all a little extra for that one. Keep that in mind. Make sure you're happy with your life. Hopefully that means you're doing positive things and you're not out here doing crazy stuff. But that's how I looked at it. So the sacrifice had to be made. Changes had to be made. I had to change my focus. I had to change my mentality. But I feel like I'm a better person for it. My life has changed for the better for it. I will also say this. I'm a cautious person. I'm a planner. So didn't burn any bridges. Didn't cuss nobody out on the way out the door. None of that craziness. But I have a plan B. If I need to go back, I can go back. You know what I'm saying? If, God forbid, things just don't turn out the way I wanted them to turn out, I can go back. That ain't the plan. That ain't what I'm banking on. And right now, it's not looking like I'm ever going to have to do that again. So, that's my challenge. Changing my financial mentality. Making more money is okay. It is okay to make more money. It's okay to feel like you deserve more when you're not getting more and doing something about it. It's okay. It's okay to feel like you're worth 150 grand and you're going to go out there and chase it. That is okay. It's okay to say, hey, to your boss, you know, I deserve more. I want more. What, you know, or writing a letter to whoever, governor, mayor, whatever, about an increase because you got this state job. It's okay because your time is valuable. You can't get that time back. It's valuable. All right, so moving on to the next topic. Started preaching, y'all. What the top 3 things I bring to the table. So this is in regards to, I guess, dating or being with someone. Me personally, a lot of what I just said has to go into it. And that's my drive and determination. I'm very weird in the sense that I damn near care for other people more than I care for myself, like to a fault. And I know that about myself. Like, I'll probably let you eat before I eat if it's the last piece of food. Like, that's just me. That's just me. So I guess my love and willingness to sacrifice would be number 1. Now, I've learned from past dealings that I have to mitigate that and watch that, because some people, instead of some people looking at it as what I bring to the table and something that will be there when it's needed, they treat it as they turn it into something that they want and try to use it all the time, as if it's a privilege or benefit. No, me giving my last, that shouldn't be your go-to every time. How about you step up and do what you're supposed to do so I won't have to give my last? But when you see someone constantly pulling and trying to take that from you, nah. So I've made some changes there. So that's number 1. Number 2, this is tough. I've only got to pick 3 because I feel like I bring a lot to the table. I'm not perfect. I would say genuine support. So, and this is what I mean by genuine support. People, I think, sometimes are pre-programmed to tell you what you want to hear versus what you need to hear. People are afraid to tell you that's a bad idea. That's a good idea. You're right. You're wrong. Like, people are afraid to in a nutshell, be honest. And when I say genuine support, I mean, I'm going to support you in what you do. Number 1, if I'm truly supportive of what you're doing. And number 2, if I truly believe it's something that's going to be beneficial to you in the long run. So, hey, Rob, I make $70,000 a year by selling bundles of cocaine. I can't support that. Sorry. I won't snitch, but that's not something I support. Or, hey, Rob, you know, I want to start a career in singing, but you sound like a cat getting put in a meat grinder. Sorry for my cat lovers out there. No offense. I'm going to have to be the one to say, you know what? Don't know if that's for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean by genuine support. Now, if it's, you know, hey, Rob, I want to be a singer and you can sing, then that's okay. Where do you record at? Do you need help with recording equipment? Do you need beats? Let me give you my man's number so my man can hook you up with these beats. Let me put you down with some producers. Oh, you dropped the CD? Let me quit telling my age. Your joint is on iTunes, or your joint is on Android Music, or whatever it's called, or Tidal, or whatever. All right, let me cop that. Let me post that on my Facebook wall. Oh, you got a concert coming up, or you opening up for somebody? Let me know the date. I'll be there. Oh, you need help with these lyrics? Let me help you. Now, that to me, that's support. And those are little things. Giving you a contact. I'm not going to do that unless I believe in what you're doing, because if I give you a contact from me, I deal with the people I deal with on a close, tight level, they know me. So if I send somebody to them, that there's no questions asked. So you got to hold up your end of the bargain. So I'm not going to do that unless it's something I truly believe in. Monetary investments, it depends on how much, but if we got to talk business, we got to talk business. Nothing personal, but I got stuff I'm trying to do in my life too. And I'm going to purchase your product. Like, saw a frat brother, Russell, actually posted something on his Facebook wall. He was with another bro who had a book. Where's his book at? Troy Spry, Teach Me How to Love. Or Spree, if I'm saying your name wrong, my bad, bro. Teach Me How to Love. Why What You Don't Know Will Hurt You. That's his book. It's on Amazon. I saw him post a picture with the bro. He said it's a good brother. And I never met him. But on the strength of him being close to my boy Russell saying go cop the book, guess what? I went and copped it. Those of you who don't know what cop means, that means buy. But I went and bought it. I copped it. No questions asked. I don't need love advice. That's not technically what the book is about either. But I bought it to support him because I know what it's like to be him. I know what it's like to have a passion project or to work on something and to have nobody support you. And I know what it's like to have something that you love and you're passionate about and people to support you. So I'm like, I forget what I paid for the book. What did I pay for this book? I don't know. Let's say $15, $20. What's that? You know, a night out and a few drinks, or that bottle of liquor I was about to get. I can support someone's dream for $20. Alright, so genuine support. And the third thing that I'll bring to the table. Well, it's a combination. I'd have to say genuine love and honesty. And I know they kind of sound like one and the same, but to me they're not. And when I say genuine love, like when I love you, that's it. You know, I do know how to love you enough to leave you alone as well. But once I love you, that's it. Like we can work through almost anything. I won't tolerate being disrespected, you know what I'm saying? But through almost anything we can work it out. You know? So there's that. Number two, yeah. So I mean that's love. 2 is honesty. You know, I don't have to be hurtful when I tell you the truth, you know, but I want to tell you the truth. I want to let you know up front what you're getting into, who I am, what I'm into, what do I like, what do I don't like. I mean, you're going to know fairly quickly. Me and Andrea we did a show in the past about, you know what I'm saying, how people have basically the dating version and then the relationship version of themselves. When you date me, I'm going to show you all the beautiful and wonderful things. Hey, you're going to look at all these great things. And then once we get in a relationship, all right, I'm going to take that stuff away. That's not really me. People do that to you. Not me. You don't have to worry about that from me. But people do that to you. So I would say that those are the top 3 things that I really bring to the table. Top 3. I bring much more, but those are just the top 3. So that's it. I'm gonna be up out of here. I hope y'all learned something from this. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out to Biff and Alex and Nika and Wes and Kira. Hope all of y'all are doing well. Hope y'all are listening to the show. Those of you who are listening, thank you for listening. There'll be another episode next week. What I'm probably going to do on the next episode is take the same topic and get their perspective on it. Whoever decides to record or has time to record, get their perspective on it as well. Because I think it's important that we just talk about life and progress in general. I don't think enough people do that, man. I mean, everybody and their mama is out here talking about what everyone else is doing with their life as far as celebrities and stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not hating. It's cool. You know what I mean? If y'all are into that, cool. Talking about that stuff is cool. It's always interesting to look at someone else's life and to wonder, if I was in that person's position, what would it be like? Or what's it like to be that person? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. We all fantasize as humans. But, I want to give y'all, relatable material to think about. I want your life to be different after listening to our show. I want you to, do something that you wouldn't normally do or make a better decision for yourself. That's what I want for y'all. And that's, this is therapy for me. Even if it's just that one click and I saw that 3, 4, 5 people listen, that's good enough. Because, this was a small investment to start this podcast. I'm going to put some more into it, but it's not what I deem super duper expensive. So if my words can help you get through something or teach you something new, I feel like my job is done. So until next time, peace out. Thank you for listening to From My Experience Podcast. If you're new to the show, sorry, I almost forgot. From My Experience Podcast. We're on Facebook. We have a group that's is getting a lot more active. Close to, I think, 700 members now. So we post various questions and things like that. I actually have, what we're going to start doing is more giveaways. So what I did, and this is what I do again, I give back. We recorded a show last week, and me and Biff had a good show, and I posted it, and somebody commented, Pamela Renee, shout out to you. She commented, she showed some love, so I said, you know what, bong, here you go. Gave her a gift card right in her inbox. I do stuff like that, so you never know. But back to what I was saying. From My Experience Podcast, we are on Facebook. We have a group on Facebook. We're on YouTube. Obviously, if you're on YouTube listening, you see it. So please subscribe so you can get your weekly alert about when we post new shows. We are also on SoundCloud. So subscribe to us on SoundCloud as well so you can get the alerts when we post new shows. I'm working on getting us on Apple. I got to sit down and look at it and see what the freak I need to do it. But we're looking at getting in the iTunes store. Also, From My Experience Podcast at gmail.com. If you have a topic you want us to discuss or you want to be a guest, hit me up in there or shoot me a message in the group and we'll get you scheduled and we'll talk about your topic. Once again, thank everyone for supporting and we'll see y'all next time.